Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Aries. How are you guys doing? Get this deck out of the way. I'm going to use the Pagan Tarot today. It's great for weekly readings. All right, reason to celebrate, a firm foundation. Someone's finances look good, and we have the High Priestess. And the Two of Wands, and the Novice of Swords, the Hierophant. Someone's trying to learn something here. It's not communicating, it's just somebody thinking. They're trying to learn something. This is very early stages. And then we have, so then we have the Ace of Cups. So this is somebody wanting to start something. Yeah. So it's a curious energy, but it's about wanting to learn something. Someone's lifestyle, their history. And I see the Four of Pentacles. This is also, when this comes out, it's a reminder, if you don't need something and you're trying to save money, put it back. And it's also an energy of someone who's not ready to budge or move. It's also a person who can watch from a distance a little bit. Someone keeping their distance a little. Yeah. It's often someone protecting themselves, their money. But I feel it has a lot to do with someone's lifestyle, things that they're learning the hard way. It's about whether two people are on the same page here. So I feel what's happening is we got someone who's just kind of keeping it all in right now, not saying anything. But I feel like some of you already know the answers you're seeking. This is someone playing it safe. They're being cautious, a little careful what they wish for, but they're full of emotion. See, they're just full of love and emotion, and it's all about the cup. It's about two people coming together going down this path. Now, some of you too, I do see contracts, negotiations, agreements, leveling up, a higher paid job or position. There's something here maybe that still hasn't come to fruition. Yeah, but we have an Emperor up here. So this is a person at a crossroads. This could be a boss. It's often a person of authority. So this has to do with someone who's keeping everything to themselves. They're not saying anything. It's not a secret so much as just keeping it all in. But they're, like I say, they're all full of love and emotions, but they're not doing anything. They're not saying anything yet. But some of you, it's actually an agreement or an opportunity, a fresh new start here. Yeah. I feel, quite honestly, this is a relationship energy. Yeah, I mean, I do see other things, but like I feel somebody could be getting a higher paid job, taking something, leveling up to Emperor, a higher paid position. But it's someone who's not saying anything yet. Let's have a look at the Four of Wands. Yeah, it's all about interest, patience, and investing. See, it has to do with whether to invest in this. But something needs a little more investigating. See, curious, they want to learn. So there's something, whatever you do, be very careful what you sign. Whenever the Hierophant comes up with any kind of secrecy or, where there's a lack of clarity, be careful what you sign or what you agree to. Okay, be careful what you agree to. You may not get what you want. So, can I say, a little caution. Let's have a look at this Novice of Swords. Yeah, so this is an energy of something that's ended. It could be the end of a relationship, a contract of some sort here, or obviously for a lot of you, the end of a relationship. I also see someone possibly selling their home. I do see someone possibly selling their home. Yeah, because it's something a person's invested in. Tell me about the Emperor. It's the King of Cups. So this is somebody all full of love. See, they're all full of love and emotion. They don't really show that they're interested. Yeah. But I definitely feel someone's either ended a relationship and they've not told anybody. They're keeping it to themselves. And it could be because they're private. It's nobody's business. Yeah, or they're selling a home. Yeah, or the end of a job and leveling up. So, like I say, but it's somebody who's definitely all in their feels. I mean, the old cup of love is right there. It's about giving someone this cup. This is a resurgence of love. Yeah, I feel like what you've got here is a person who's definitely gone through an ending. Probably a divorce, a breakup, whatever, selling a home. It could be all happening. But the Hierophant is rules, regulations, structure. Society's rules. Yeah. I feel like this person's really just full of emotion. And I do think, yeah, we got someone being discerning, being wise. See, looking at everything very carefully with the Hierophant. Okay? Don't sign anything. Look at things very carefully, get clarity. It has to do with truth, seeking the truth, or someone telling the truth. Yeah. I mean, it could be getting advice, maybe legal advice. Yeah. But I really feel what's interesting here is this is, it does look like advice. It looks like someone telling someone a truth, that a situation's over. It's now this energy of a fresh new start and this new opportunity. But someone's been holding back here. Like, I don't know why. Like, it's about two people coming together. But yeah, why is someone holding back and not budging? Why are they keeping everything to themselves? They're watching. It's like they're watching from a distance. Yeah, this is about control. Someone's trying to take control, take charge of a situation. But it's a person who's determined to succeed. So who's holding back? Someone maybe, it could be just the Queen of Swords. I mean, it could be yourself, Aries. I see a masculine Aries for some of you, but I also see that connecting to Cancer. And then there's some Scorpio energy, but this is something ended. This is over. Someone didn't communicate, or, yeah, it's just two people not on the same page here. It's something done. And I think it's this person cutting someone out, or they just see the truth in a situation. But it's about two people coming together to connect. Yeah, we got the King and Queen of Swords coming out. So this is two people with experience. So it's all about experience. The swords are up, so it's two people kind of protecting themselves a little bit, protecting what's theirs. Someone is protective of someone. They don't want to let go of someone here. This is someone holding on to someone they feel is theirs. Ooh, that's what it is. It's a person who's determined to succeed. They're taking control. See, handing over the reins, or just, like I say, taking control. This is someone, I feel this is someone ending a situation, or somebody has ended something. One of these two. I mean, maybe both of you. This is interesting, but, this King of Swords is, this is an energy of two people learning about each other. Your lifestyles, your history, you're coming together, you're connecting. I feel the connection's made. Now it's about the next level. It's about this person coming in, taking charge of the situation. But I feel someone swooping in on another person who's protective of someone. It's theirs. This is someone who sees someone as theirs. They don't want to let go. This is someone who doesn't want to let go of someone here, and that's what it is. This could be someone cutting them out, someone taking their power back. But look at, there's the feminine energy out. This is all about someone staying in control of their emotions, but it's also an energy of the feminine, someone taking their power back by not budging or giving in to someone. That's exactly what's happening. Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's have a look at the King of Swords. Yeah, see, it's all about interest. See, it's all about whether someone's interested, whether they should invest in this, or whether someone's interested in them. So that's what it's all about. See, they're learning. This is two people learning something, finding something out here. I do think it's about, there's going to be some kind of an agreement here. Yeah, it's a person weighing the pros and the cons, comparing one to the other. I think we have a feminine who has a choice between two. Because I do feel there's another energy, but it's all about interest, investing, showing interest. Someone didn't show someone they were interested. So now it's ended, and now we have another connection. Yeah, you can see there's this reason to celebrate and offer an invitation to someone's home. This is someone strategizing and analyzing the situation. But it's someone who's protective of someone. Now, it could be someone telling you a truth, protecting you from somebody or a situation. But it's someone who protects what's theirs. So this is interesting. I don't know if this has to do with family, friends. And this is often family, the Hierophant. But it's someone's history. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. Yeah, we have an Emperor here. See, this is an Emperor making this happen. This is someone going to make this happen. They're taking control. And it could be someone telling someone that the other person doesn't have their best interest at heart, or they're not really interested. But I feel like what we've got is a person taking a look at this. Yeah, the Emperor. What is this Emperor going to do? They're going to make this happen. Yeah, they're going down this path, cooperating, compromising. They're looking at the compatibility, the things two people have in common. It's about being very creative, spending time. This is someone who wants to spend time. The only way to get to know someone, to learn about them, is to spend time. It could be someone telling this person, giving them advice, because I feel like there's someone protecting someone, like spend some time with this person. But I actually feel this King and Queen of Swords is part of these two people, because it's two people who've been hurt, they have experience, their swords are up. So it's really about learning, applying lessons learned too, see, going down this path. So I actually feel like this person's coming in, yeah, they want to build this foundation. They want to build. Oh my gosh. Tell me about the King of Cups. See, it's all to do with the Emperor. Now, some of you could have two Emperors, and I see that often, especially lately, it's coming up for some people. Two Emperor types. One of these people, one of them will cooperate and compromise. The other one's stuck and stubborn. They want to be in control. So that's what you want to look for. But this is also a feminine here who I feel is taking back their power from someone by cutting them out or ending it. Someone tried to take someone's power. They felt they did. I think it's a person being kind of smug too. And they've lost out because now this person's lost interest. They're now interested in someone else. So there you go. And whoever is coming in, it comes in right. So I think it's either this person's ending something else because they've lost interest, but it has to do with this home. And there's a home here. So see where it feels like home, but it's also some sort of invitation or opportunity because it has to do with the cup. It's a resurgence of love, but it's also an opportunity, an invitation. I think we have, this feminine here to me looks like they've absolutely ended something with someone who's not communicating or not communicating clearly. It's like it was the novice energy. It didn't go anywhere. See, it's something that just didn't go anywhere. That's why I feel two Emperors. But the interesting part is this King of Cups energy. So I don't know if this is someone, them coming in to speak truth, to say they ended something. And they could be coming in with this new energy. I wouldn't be surprised, but I feel like there's two Emperors. One of them wants to spend time with you. They want to cooperate, compromise. They look at the things you have in common. There you are, Aries. You know it too. See, you know what you want. See, it's about someone where you have something in common with. The compatibility. See, it's an energy of acknowledging. There's something that's going to get acknowledged. If you got someone who doesn't acknowledge you, or I feel like you've ended it. I feel like you're the one that ended. If not, it's the masculine. But yeah, interesting. This is a little bit of a saga. Yeah, it's someone walking away. Talk to the hand. See, it's a person who there's lack of acknowledgement, lack of lifestyle, things you have in common. And this is where I feel, but you are connecting with an Emperor. It's just not going to be probably the person you think. Yeah, time out, healing. Yeah, it's just someone pinned down by their thoughts, what they're thinking, two people. It's a person who's hard to pin down, and that's what I feel. It's someone who's just hard to pin down. They don't want to, obviously it's a person who doesn't want to commit. Yeah. So there's definitely been disappointment. See, talk to the hand. I'm no longer interested. I've lost interest. This is someone changing their focus. There's open to someone new. You've taken your power back from someone. Yeah. like say if they don't want to cooperate or compromise, or they don't want to spend time together, see you later. Because that's often a person who takes advantage of someone. Anyone who doesn't want to spend time with someone, obviously, it's someone who keeps somebody stuck. And you can see there's been a lot of disappointment here, a lot of frustration. So, but you're about to receive, and it's going to be from someone else. It's one of these two. I feel like it's this person here. This is the King of Cups, but this is what's resulting from this other person coming apart. Yeah. And I do feel like someone has kept all their feelings to themselves, not saying anything to anybody. See, they're not telling anyone that they've ended a situation. They're just moving towards the feminine energy. So I think two people are going to have a conversation. They're going to come to an agreement. Yeah. See, this is someone who's been disappointed in someone else. This is someone who's been disappointed. They're throwing their hands up in the air. They're putting on the brakes, taking back their power. They're not budging and giving in. They're not going to give in. They give up on someone. Yeah. My hands are in the air. I give up. Yeah. But there it is. Just like I said, paying attention to the signs and the signals. They're cautioning you. Okay, so trust your intuition. I think you already know the answers you're probably seeking. And I do feel there's someone who's so full of love and emotion. I do think their pride got in the way. I do think someone's ego took a hit, death of the ego, because you took your power back. Now it's about not budging and giving in. Now, it could be this person coming back in humble for some of you, because they're losing the ego, right? But I feel some of you have someone who's putting on the brakes because they don't want to provide anything. They don't want to give anything. So be very careful of anyone who does try to come back around. If you're more successful now, you've achieved some goals, and now they're suddenly interested in you. So watch that, okay? Because that's a person who's more interested in what they can get from you than what they can provide. And I actually feel like you got this, but you've got a person who I feel just wants to spend time with you. Yeah. Like I say, and they are somebody who the only way to get to know you is to learn about you. They've learned. See, somebody who's learning that you take care of yourself, you provide for yourself. You know, they're learning about some things you have in common. You've likely dealt with some of these mutual energies. But there's the cup. See, their cup runneth over. You're going to get that cup. But you know what? Both of you and this other person are both going to get what you want. Someone else isn't getting what they want. That third person, whoever it is. The other emperor, unless there's a feminine here. And there is an energy of a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or just somebody who's really emotional. This is generally someone in control of their emotions. But yeah, and I feel here too, we got the Queen of Swords, but yeah. I feel it's just two people going to have a conversation here, a deep conversation. But I do feel someone who is ending something with someone and they're not saying anything. It's nobody's business. This is someone who doesn't like people in their business, okay? Yeah. Tell me about this Emperor. See what else comes up. Yeah, crossroads. See, making a choice, life path choice, ending something. But one of these people, I feel you're taking your power back from someone, and it is death of the ego. Someone's ego's taken a major hit. It's someone who's kind of used to always getting what they want. That's what I feel. They're used to being chased. They're used to getting what they want. So, yeah, someone's not, but someone is. And that someone is you. Yeah, I feel like you're about to get the cup filled. But the interesting thing is the cup's here twice, confirmation, but you're both going to get what you want. You're going to come to an agreement. So you're in your power. This is when you take your power back. You're powerful right now in that feminine energy, using your feminine power, right? It's all about that, not budging and giving in. You either give me something that I want, or you're not getting anything you want. Because I have choices. Yeah. See, manifesting, it's telling you, you have what you need to manifest your desires. Some of you, I quite honestly feel you're coming apart and ending something, most of you, and you're going to come together with someone else. Someone who's emotionally mature and available. Yeah. it's going to come in likely, I don't know. I feel like you're just going to cross paths someplace with this person. Some of you probably already have, and you're just kind of sitting there waiting to see what happens. Yeah, I do see a King of Wands. Yeah, so it's another Emperor. You got 2 Emperor types. Whichever person comes in and fills that cup, in fact, some of you've got 2. So you have to make a decision. See, the Empress, this is an energy of healing. This is a timeout. But this is also that you're open to new. And this is the thing. Somebody here knows you're open. They know you're available. And they're going to offer you up this cup. Yeah. So it's either one of these 2 emperors. One of them is definitely much more emotional. But I also feel there's somebody with a really big ego. They're a little full of themselves. They're so full of love and emotion, though. But like I say, it's one of these 2. Whichever one steps up to the plate, the one that wants to spend time with you. Because I actually feel like some of you, these 2, you probably like both of them in one way or another. But really watch out for the person who's faithful and loyal, that they have integrity, that they speak truth. One of them is loyal, they have integrity. The other one, I don't feel like they're a liar, but they're somebody who won't tell you everything. Okay? They kind of keep a lot to themselves, but yeah. So just watch for anyone who keeps any kind of secrets. Pay attention to the red flags. They're going to be cautioning you. Okay? Yeah. I think you've got this, though. But I feel like being open to other offers, opportunities, and not giving in to this person. Just not budging. Because it is about offering up the pentacle. Like, it's about cooperating and compromising, working together. And some of you, there is a work thing here, too. I definitely see it, negotiating a little bit. Not budging and giving in to somebody who, I mean, I do see creative pursuits, working together with someone and building something creative. Now, this is likely the scenario I started to see in the beginning. But don't be afraid to negotiate, because it's about your worth and your value. It's about getting what you need. Because if you're going to be working on something and you don't get what you need, there's no point in doing it. That's why I kind of feel some of you could end a job or a contract here with someone. Yeah. And it could be just a lack of interest in it. But yeah, it's about knowing your worth and value, right? Because it's about looking out for yourself, looking out for number 1. That's what I feel. This is just strictly for this energy. It just came out when I said that. So, yeah. But someone here definitely knows you're single. They're finding out from someone. Yeah, I'm going to offer you the cup. But yeah, some of you, it's about getting what you want, what you're worth. And it's an energy of deserving better. So it's about not settling. And that's what I feel, just not settling. And that's when I feel things start to pay off. There's your happiness and your emotional fulfillment, see? Just losing interest in someone, showing them that you're not interested. It's like you're not interested in somebody who, often with the 4 of Pentacles, with the masculine, I mean, it could be a feminine, but like I say, a masculine, they want their cake and eat it too. They want the best of both worlds, you see? And that's what I feel you have to watch out for. The person who just comes in when they want attention, and then when you need attention, this person's not there for you. And that's where I feel you're going to take your power back from someone and not budge. If they really want you, they'll come and get you. But I feel like you're going to be doing okay. I see a lot of happiness in the future here too. Yeah, some of you might even just decide to stay single if you don't want either one of these. But I really feel some of you do want love. And I do think you're emotionally available. Yeah, able to be vulnerable. So I'm wishing you so much here. Like I say, don't be worried about being single for a wee bit, because there's opportunities coming in. But for the work, negotiating, make sure you look out for yourself. Okay? If you are a single person and you have to support yourself, you want to make sure whatever this is, that it's fair. So just don't sign anything without really looking at it, or get advice or legal advice from someone who knows. Yeah, see, assessing it. So this is a whole different situation. Look at it carefully. Take your time. Just assess. Wow. Yeah. So as far as relationships, yeah, you're in your power. Don't budge or give in to somebody unless they give you what you want too. It's got to be fair. And don't be afraid to negotiate because you're the one in the power. Okay? It's showing here. You're the one with the power right now. You're the one in control. If they want you, they need to come and get you, but they need to be fair. There it is. Bye for now.